Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before I get right into that, I'm going to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at this matchup here, you saw Minnesota go off defensively against the Bengals, having a historical day as far as touchdowns on defense, playing great offense, and you're looking at just where this team is heading. Without their starter, J.J. McCarthy, they look fine with Carson Wentz. You're also looking at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh defense came alive against the New England Patriots. Drake May didn't have an opportunity to do the comeback thing that we're normally seeing him do. But from the standpoint, you saw the defensive line, the linebackers, the safeties come up with big play after big play after big play, and you saw them be able to save the day late in the football game. So in this one here, this is going to be a tale of two different defenses. The better defense on the day is probably going to win the football game. When you're looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have the better name defense. And this is with the veterans, with the names like your Watts, like your Jalen Ramseys, like your Cam Haywards. They have the names, but the Minnesota Vikings have the gritty guys that are getting it out the mud. The guys that you may not know, the non-sexy names that's been in the draft, the guys that are third or fourth rounders, fifth rounders. So in this one here, I think it's going to be offensively set. The teams that's running the football better, I feel like that's going to be the Minnesota Vikings. The better quarterback play is probably going to be Pittsburgh. I feel like Aaron Rodgers still has it, and he's still giving you something that you can get. But from the standpoint overall, Pittsburgh's defense is going to be something to be discussed because they are getting timely turnovers, they are getting timely stops, and it's not just when they get the sacks, it's not just when they get their interception, but it's when they blow up plays and stop the completions from happening. They throw off the timing, and all of a sudden the quarterback is rushed to throw the ball because the blocking in front of him isn't properly blocked. Moving that offensive line backwards because the push they're getting on the defensive line, just rushing 3 or 4 guys. So that's important here. I think Minnesota is going to have to score, and they're going to have to score often because the defense, it's hit or miss. It's bend or don't break, and I think Pittsburgh is hell-bent on trying to get as many points from Aaron Rodgers as they can and bolstering that defense to make sure that they're suffocating people. So in this one here, I like the Minnesota Vikings to win. Overall, I feel like they have the jack of all trades wide receiver wise. I feel like they're going to have a full complement of wide receivers for this game. And I feel like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I feel like overall they have what it takes to overtake the Pittsburgh Steelers and those names on defense. I think that when it comes down to it, Minnesota is crafty. Those guys that weren't drafted in the first round, those guys that weren't drafted in the second or third round, those guys have something to prove just as well, and they play just as well as those guys that were taken in the first and second round. So overall, I like both these teams, but I feel like Minnesota's game plan, the way that they're playing offensively, the way that they're playing defensively, it stands out. And I'm picking them to win this football game. Are you Steelers fans? Are you Vikings fans? Get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus, and we'll see you on the next episode.